Now, the high-speed rail link has dominated headlines in recent weeks, with news confirmed that it will start and finish at Euston Station. And while there's been heated debate above ground, below ground, a group of engineers have kept tunnelling. Our transport correspondent Tom Edwards was given a first look at the work being done, and he joined the team under the London Borough of Hillingdon.
Underneath London's suburbs, a vast tunnelling project. But this is a scheme where half of the route to Manchester has just been cut. We travelled into the tunnels to see progress and to find out what happens now.
At the very moment we're building a ring. So a ring is consisting of 7 segments that forms the ring of the tunnel and provides the final tunnel lining that we produce in order to build the tunnels.
This tunnel boring machine has drilled nearly 2 miles. It's heading into London to Old Oak Common. Pausing Euston for 2 years, though, has meant big changes to this project.
Is it difficult? You know, HS2 is in the news all the time. Is it difficult from an engineer's point of view, or do you just get on with the job?
It is difficult from a perspective that, for example, the deferment of the Euston brings quite big changes to the time schedule. That sounds on the one hand easy, but it brings changes to the methodology, brings changes to the workflow. So there's a lot of adjustments, efficiencies that we had before we cannot necessarily use any longer. And I think it's creating also a little bit of level of unsecureness around the supply chain.
The engineers work non-stop in shifts. On board, there are toilets and a kitchen. The soil is taken away on conveyor belts.
At the moment we are 30 metres below the surface. Above us is Ickenham in northwest London. This tunnel boring machine will keep going for 3 miles. It'll emerge halfway before Old Oak Common, away from the politics and the huge changes to this infrastructure project. Here, they're still drilling.
There have been issues with the drilling here. This was Ruislip Rugby Club. Pools of foam caused concern. HS2 says different soils made drilling more difficult, but it was safe. Locals have also suffered disruption. So is there any point to a much shorter HS2 project?
It's disappointing that we can't really take it all the way through to Manchester.
And will it still have a point going from Euston up to Birmingham? Do you think there's still, a business case that it is worth doing?
There's still benefits because we're still taking a lot of traffic off that West Coast main line. I think obviously the business case really did start from Manchester and also Leeds, so that's some of that benefit away, but there's still that benefit to take those off. And there's 2 parts there, which is the better commute actually into Birmingham, a faster commute and more capacity for people between those cities, but also it takes a lot of the traffic off the existing lines.
Drilling continues here 24/7. It won't stop for months. There are many questions still about this project, but on this section, it seems there's no stopping. Tom Edwards,